Namaste students, I am Madhu Chaudhary and I welcome you all in my 10th class economics. The name of chapter is Sectors of Indian Economy and this is the fifth and last video of this chapter. In our previous lecture, we have classified the sources of Indian economy. Now, one of the classification is on the basis of working condition of the workers, that is organized and unorganized sector. Let's discuss about what is organized sector. It is a sector which carry out all the work in a system, or we can say that all activities are systematically arranged in organized sector. Okay. Labor rights are given due respect and wages are as per the norms of the country or those of the industry. Okay. Labor working organized sector get the benefit of social security net as framed by the government. Then certain benefits like provident fund is there, medical benefits, then insurance, all these things are provided to the workers in the organized sector. Now the question is that why these security provisions are necessary. To understand this, let's consider one example, students. Suppose in a family there was a single person who was earner. Okay, and he is working in organized sector. Now in case of his death or disability, the dependence of that person should have some source of sustenances. Okay, sustenances, so they can sustain like shelter, food. These all life security was necessary so as to provide source of sustenance in case of death of the main member of that family. So in this way we can say that organized sector is very important. Now let's discuss what is unorganized sector. This sector, unlike organized sector, evade most of the laws and don't follow the system. Okay, uh, small scale small shopkeepers, some small scale manufacturers, all comes under this, and here they focus on their own benefit. So the workers do not get the salary, okay, and other benefits like leave, health benefits and insurances. Now students, the question is how to protect workers in the organized sector. Why we protect the workers in organized sector? We protect because in organized sector the workers are already protected by laws or the system, but as we all know very well that in organized sector workers are not safe. Why? Because unorganized sectors do not follow the rules, okay, or laws, hence workers should be protected. Now the question is how to protect the workers. There are many ways, there are many methods like setting up small scale industries in semi rural areas, then implementing many programs such as MG Narega, Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Act, that we have already discussed in our previous video. Now another method is by creating job opportunities in service sector like school, tourism, hospital, then allowing credit as a lower rate. These also helps the persons. Okay. Now on the basis of ownership we can divide it on two sectors, that is public and private. Got it? On the basis of ownership two types of sectors are there. First is public and second is private. Let's see what are public sectors. As the name itself told, the sector owned by the government or companies which are run and financed by the government comprises the public sector. After independence, India was a very poor country. India needed huge amount of money to set up manufacturing plants for basic items like iron and steel, aluminium, fertilizers and cements. Okay students, now infrastructure like roads, railways, ports, airports, they also required huge investment. In those days, India's entrepreneur was not so rich, so the government had to start creating big public sectors enterprises like SAIL, Steel Authority of India Limited. Okay, now if we talk about private sector, the private sector is that part of the economy sometimes referred to as the citizen sector. It is also known as citizen sector, which is run by private individuals or group. Which is run by private individual or groups of individuals, usually as a mean of enterprises for profit, and it is not controlled by the state. The private sector employs most of the workforce in some countries. Okay, the private sector is legally regulated by the state. Businesses which one country are required to comply with the laws in that country. Now, some examples are Tisco, Sony. Okay, all these comes under private sector. I hope it's clear to you, students. Thank you.